Light of Truth. Once, in a forest of swaying emerald grass, lived a young rabbit named Rahula. Today was a very special day, but Rahula's heart felt heavy. He was going to spend the whole night at Grandma Sumedha's house for the very first time. His father walked with him to the edge of the woods, carrying his small bundle of clothes. Rahula held his father's paw tightly, feeling like a tiny boat on a very big ocean. Grandma Sumedha lived in a cozy, hollowed-out log near the Whispering River. When they arrived, she greeted them with a slow, peaceful smile. She smelled of sun-dried clover and old stories. Rahula's father gave him a final hug and promised to return in the morning. As his father hopped away, Rahula felt a strange, tight knot beginning to grow in his tummy. Inside, everything was different. The walls were made of dark bark instead of soft clay. The bed was made of sweet-smelling hay instead of wool. As the sun began to hide behind the mountains, the corners of the room grew long and dark. Rahula sat on the edge of his new bed, watching the light fade. Every creak of the wood sounded like a giant's footstep. Grandma Sumedha noticed Rahula's ears twitching at every sound. She set down 2 wooden bowls of warm chamomile tea. "The mind is like a pond, little Rahula," she whispered. "When you throw stones of worry into it, the water becomes cloudy and you cannot see the bottom. But when the water is still, everything is clear." Rahula pointed a trembling paw at a jagged shadow on the wall. "But Grandma, look! A monster with many arms is waiting in the corner." Grandma Sumedha did not gasp. She did not look afraid. She simply took a deep breath and invited Rahula to come closer to the shadow. "In the high mountains," Grandma Sumedha began, telling a story as they walked, "there once lived a great lion. One night, the wind blew a fallen leaf against his nose. The lion did not roar in fear. He did not run away. He sat very still and looked at the leaf until he saw it was just a gift from the trees." They reached the dark corner. Grandma Sumedha lifted a small, glowing lantern high. The monster was not a monster at all. It was just Rahula's own walking stick leaning against a pile of dried sunflowers. The many arms were just the petals of the flowers, casting shadows in the dim light. "Fear is often just a shadow cast by something we do not yet understand," Grandma Sumedha said. She patted the sunflowers. "When we bring the light of truth to our fears, we see that they have no power over us. We are safe because we are together, and the forest is our friend." Rahula felt the tight knot in his tummy finally untie. He realized that even though the house was different, the love inside it was the same as the love in his own burrow. He took a sip of his tea and felt the warmth spread all the way to his toes. He wasn't a tiny boat on a big ocean anymore. He was a brave rabbit in a warm home. That night, Rahula slept deeply and peacefully. He listened to the river, which no longer sounded like giants, but like a soft lullaby. He knew that tomorrow he would tell his father all about the great lion and the light of truth. He had learned that bravery isn't about not being afraid. It's about looking closely until the fear turns into wisdom.